Hey there, this is day 3 of the 3-day cleanse. Today's yoga practice is focus. So I'm going to hip play and do day 3 of 3 for my yoga restorative cleanse.
And just take a moment, right? Feel your breathing. Your breath is such an important tool as we explore the body here. So listen to the feedback that your body is giving you as you feel the fullness of your breath. If you're ready to take your arms up, go ahead and stretch. Good. Sink down as you stretch up. And make sure you're not pushing your stomach or your rib cage forward. Keep your front body pulling back. Nice. And take it into standing split. Put your fingers down. Step onto your left leg. Let your head drop. I want you to be able to hear your breathing. It should sound even, steady. Use the steadiness of your breath, again, to take you into that focus and that moment of presence. Good. Take your right foot next to your left foot. Again, feet are parallel, just a few inches apart. Chair pose. Bend the knees, sink back into your heels, and stretch through your arms. So as you reach up, drop your butt back. You feel your legs active, you feel the muscles in your back active. Maybe you can challenge yourself. Come on, you're here, you made the time. Challenge yourself. Sink an inch lower. Do not waste a moment of this practice. Good. Fold forward, let it go. Nice work. Step back into plank position. Let's pause in plank. Find that little bit of a reset here. Good. Down dog. Pull your hips up and back. Excellent work. We're going to come into a squat. So open your feet a little bit wider than hips distance. Go ahead and walk your hands back to your feet and squat all the way down. So if you need to sit on the block, that's fine. Sometimes mobility in your hips can be challenging, especially if your calves are tight, your hips are tight. But try to get your heels down, okay? Close your eyes for a moment. Find your breathing. Tough little first part of the practice there. You guys are doing great. Let's work on some more hip mobility, okay? So I want you to go ahead and come into a seat. Sit down and separate your feet a little bit wider than your mat with your feet flexed. I'm going to use our fingertips. We're going to first let's turn to the left here. And I want, as you turn, to flex both feet. All right? So your one leg is an external rotation, one leg is an internal rotation. And we're going to just turn to the other side, nice and slow. Both knees should be bent about 90 degrees here. And then Ted and I are going to try to do it without our hands. So just take your hands to your prayer and just turn back again. If you need to keep your fingers down, that's fine. Nice and slow, turn back again. This is important hip mobility, right? We want to be able to move in our body. Turn again. Just make sure you're still breathing. Turn again. Nice. One more on each side. Turn again. And turn again. Excellent work. Let's come back into that squat. So even out your hips. Plant those feet. This time in the squat, we're going to add a little bit more activity, okay? So go ahead and put your thumbs and reach up. Press your thumbs out into each other. Now, if you need to stay sitting on the block, that's cool. Otherwise, I want you to lift up 2-3 inches. Lift your hips up just a little bit and really feel your legs fire up. Good. Draw your belly in. Press into those thumbs. Maybe lift another inch. Nice job. Stand all the way up. Take your hands to your waist and then spread the legs nice and wide. So we're going to come into a nice long hold here for our standing horse, okay? So nice big stance. Go ahead and turn both feet out. They might not go all the way out, especially if you're tighter in your body. That's cool. It is what it is. Let's open up the arms, turn the palms up, and bend both knees, sink straight down. You're going to hold it. I want you to sink into the posture. Draw your front ribs in. Press your knees out. Steady your gaze at the horizon. Try not to waver from your focus, okay? Focus. As the intensity starts to build, just keep coming back to your breath. life. I want you to sink into this moment, challenge yourself, maybe an inch lower. Come on, you got this. My body's starting to tremble. I hope yours is too. Maybe a little bit lower into it. Nice. Go ahead and straighten the leg. Bring your hands to your waist. Parallel the feet. And with your feet parallel, just point your elbows back. On an inhale, lift the chest up. And then hinge and fold. Go ahead and keep your hands at your waist if you can. If you need to put them down for stability, that's fine too. I want you to breathe deep. Lean forward in your feet so your heels are a little bit lighter. Come on, work on that hip hinge. Dip your chest down. Heels are light. Lift up through your outer ankles without collapsing your inner arches. Good, last couple breaths. You can reach out, grab your ankles, drop your head, hang out. Nice job. Stay focused. Bring your hands to your waist and stand all the way up. So, a great way to challenge our focus is with balance. Step your feet together. I want you to reach your arms forward and stand up tall. Okay? You wrap your left arm underneath your right arm. If you can, you just grab your shoulders, but if you can do even more, bring your hands back together. We're going to practice eagle pose. Bend the knees, and with your left arm under, you're going to wrap your left leg all the way over. If you can double hook the foot, do that. Otherwise, just wrap the leg once and sink straight down. So focus, balance, steady with your breathing. I know you guys got this. Come on, just stay in it. A couple breaths, as much as you waver, as much as I waver. Good, stand up, feet together. Nice job, other side. Go ahead and reach forward. Let's wrap the right arm under. Bring your hands back together if you can. Bend your knees. Bend your knees, wrap your right leg all the way over. Hook the foot back around if you can. And just steady. Find a point to look at that's not moving. Make sure you're not holding your breath at all. Wow. Good job. Stand up. Release your arms. Nice job. Let's step back to the top of the mat. Chair pose. Bend the knees. Drop the hips and sink down. Sink into your chair. Create some of that traction. Lean your hips back. Stretch through your arms. Nice job. Fold forward. Let it go. Step back into plank position. Pause there for a sec. Just find that evenness again. Evenness, symmetry. Not only with your body, but with your breath. Downward dog. Lift your hips up. Good. Step your right foot forward. Let's do a low lunge again here. So put your left knee down. I want you to make sure you have a generous stance. So slide your left knee back an inch or two. I want you to keep your fingertips on the floor this time. We're going to strengthen the hamstring while we stretch the hip flexor. Pull your left foot to your butt. And I want you to really work on that. Get it as close to your butt as you can. Keep sinking your hips forward at the same time. Pull your chest forward. So try not to round as you do this. You're going to feel your hamstring. It's going to feel like it's cramping. Good. I want it to feel like it's cramping. Just keep breathing deep. Nice. Let it go. Other side. Step back with the right leg. And let's step forward with the left leg. Nice. First, create a generous stance, right? You don't want to shorten yourself when you come into a stretch. The knee above the ankle is a pretty good idea, though, here. All right, let's do it. Sink the hips forward and touch your butt with your right foot. You'll feel that resistance. The hamstring's going to stop pulling at some point, and it's going to say, ow. That's all right. It's mostly just neural confusion. You're not used to this movement, so your brain doesn't know what to think. Come on, keep pulling your foot to your butt and keep breathing deep. Always come back to that steadiness of your breath. Nice, let it go. Downward dog. Step back. Let's do one more little active stretch here on our tummy. So shift forward into plank position. Again, with control, slowly lower all the way to your stomach. Reach your arms back like you did before. Let's go for it. Lift the arms up, chest up, legs up. You're plenty warm at this point. I really want you to challenge yourself this next pose. This is a great time to work hard. Come on. Bend the knees, try to touch your butt with your feet. Come on, bend those knees. Knees and feet stay hips distance. Now lift your chest up. Don't grab anything. Come on, just pull your body off the mat and feel your body tremble. I'm trembling here, I'm working so hard. Come on. I see Ted's trembling. Elisa's modifying, she's not. Come on, Ted. Let's do this, bro. Oh. Come on, Ted. One more deep breath. Come on. Lift up. Good job. Let it go. Take child's pose. Press all the way back. Nice work, you guys. Chill out for a sec here. Good. Let's sit up. We'll do a little bit more hip mobility work. So as we sit up, let's come into that 90-90 position again. I want you to have your left shin forward. Okay? Have your right shin backward. Both knees are bent 90 degrees. That's the name of the posture. Just sit up tall for a moment. Notice how much you may be leaning to one side. All right? Try to sit up straight up and down. Good. Now, keep your right knee down. So put your right ankle off the mat. Try to minimize how much you have to lean to lift that ankle off the mat. And you're going to feel your outer right hip really fire up here as you do that. Good. I want you to feel that. Come on, maybe you can lift it a little bit higher. Nice, and then set it down. Switch. Other side. Take that right shin forward, your left shin backward, and take a moment to sit up tall in. And notice if you're leaning, try to be straight up and down. And you're going to keep the knee down, okay? Just lift your left ankle off the floor. Breathe deep. So this internal rotation is a lot different than most movements we do in our yoga practice. But it's really good for you though, all right? Remember, strong hips are healthy hips. So get that hip strong, lift the ankle up. And another deep breath in it. Come on, lift it. Good, set it down, reverse table. Plant the feet about hips distance apart. Let's just even out here. Turn your hands out to the sides, lean into your hands, lift up through your chest. This is a great counter stretch for all that technology we use all day. So when you're hunched over your phone or your tablet, it's kind of the opposite here. Open across your chest, widen your collarbones, breathe deep. Nice job. Sit down. And let's stretch the hips again. This time we're just going to cross the legs. If your legs cross, you need to sit up and elevate. Your hips really tight and sit on the block. I want you to have your feet flexed. All right, if you want to do happy cow, it's another variation. Ted's got that one. All right, so let's go ahead and just use gravity to help us out. Walk your hands forward a little bit. And put your forearms down. That may feel good too. Not a long hold here, just a couple deep breaths. Remember, some of this tightness has been there for decades for a lot of us. So just a couple yoga classes isn't going to relieve us from a lifetime of tension. It takes practice, it takes patience, all right? Just be with what you're feeling now. Try not to project too much. Just feel each inhale and each exhale. Good. Sit up. Do the other side. Cross the other leg in front. Nice job. Feet are flexed, right? Let's go ahead and just lean it out to your own degree. You guys that are tighter, not going to be able to walk out that far. Don't worry about it. Just find your own place in the pose. Remember, if you feel any sort of pain in your knees, that's not good. All right, so always back off when you feel pain. It's an indicator that something isn't quite right. Notice if you're fidgeting here. Use your breathing to get still. Just feel the expansiveness of each inhale, softening with each exhale. hamstring tightness, even sitting up tall is going to be difficult for you. All right, use your hands behind you to help you sit up. If you have a little more mobility, make sure the feet are active. You can start to walk your hands slightly forward. So just make sure you don't, again, you don't push too hard. All right, I want you to feel good and open in your body. The last thing I want is for you to hurt yourself. Okay, so don't push it. Maybe you can crawl out a little further. Find your breathing. Stay in the posture for a little bit longer and just see if you can soften into it. So we're going to rest in a moment. That resting pose is right around the corner. Can you feel some of that here already? Good. Now let's take it into the rest. So let's go ahead and sit up, lie on your back. I call it Shavasana in yoga, corpse pose. If you need to bend your knees, that's fine too. But I want you to really lie back, relax, take a moment, okay? Get comfortable. You can let your palms turn up, your feet drop open, whatever works for you. You really want to be supported by the floor, and you want to allow yourself to relax, okay? So I want us to do one last thing together here. Once you're on the floor, relax. Let your eyelids close. As big as you can. Inhale. And then hold it. Hold your breath in. See if you can take a little bit more in. Hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then open your mouth. Let it all go. And just relax. I want you to have your eyelids softly closed. Your breath returns to normal. I want you to be aware of the relaxation that's happening in your body. Okay? So first, feel your skin soften over your muscles. And then feel your muscles soften over your bones. And obviously your bones are hard, they can't soften, but I want you to feel your bones just rest into the floor.